Happy Sunday. I hadn't planned on doing a video because I'm going through a bit of a reading and writing slump. Last week Sunday I was able to talk about the book that I had just finished. I am not very far in my current read because this is my commute read and I only went into the office once last week, so that's an epic fail. I thought I could read this in a week, but if it's my commute read, most of my commute is going downstairs anyway. So as some of you might have realized, I now have a commute read because I finally have a job, yay me, and now I'm having to figure out how to read and how to write recreationally outside of office hours, while also getting up to speed with a lot of the things I need to do in the workplace. That's been a bit of a challenge. So one thing that some of my colleagues in the UK picked up is that I was reading some books exclusively on the commute. If the commute was usually about 40 minutes, let's say, that's like 80 minutes a day of reading, and if I take my time, it can take me weeks, even months sometimes, to get through a book. Sometimes when I'm thinking I'll read on the underground, but then I get to the station, it's packed, there's no space to open up a book. So some of those trips are cut short in the terms of what I read. And then obviously there are days where I was working at home, there was no commuting, no reading done. So what I try to initiate on the days when I am working from home would have dedicated time to read. So pretend that I'm commuting, but that hasn't worked out. That hasn't worked out too well. We'll see how that goes. Now, in terms of the writing, I've got no feedback from any real feedback on the primary fantasy novel that I was writing. The romance novel, I'm a bit stuck on that one because I was wanting to go in one direction, but I've decided to change direction and I haven't quite got what I want to do with it. So that's on pause. And I'm authoring a book, but I'm waiting for my co-author to do her pantsing so we can try and see the direction which we're going to be going, because there have been a few issues that we faced which I think are fairly reasonable, because we're trying to merge different ideas and sometimes what I envisioned versus what she envisioned is not quite aligning, and then even though the vision is there but the execution isn't quite hitting the nail, so giving her some time to go through that.